Hi there, and today Blacktron and Classic Space are joining up for a collaboration. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I made a video on the new Blacktron Cruiser gift with purchase set. And in that video, I changed the black wedge plate wings for transparent red ones, so it matched the original version a little bit more. Also in that video, I said I'd bought 2 extra sticker sheets for that set for a future Blacktron build. Also, in a video I made a couple of years ago, I made the bold statement that this is the best Classic Space set ever made. And then a couple of months ago, I continued to modify it and add this blue roof. So today, with a lot of black and transparent yellow pieces, we're going to remake the classic all-terrain vehicle in the style of a Blacktron set. So I've taken my roof modification off the original set, and I thought I'd just explain to you what I'm planning. So on the vehicle itself, everything that is currently white, I'm going to change to black. On these wheels down here, they did actually make that piece in yellow, so I've got some yellow wheels. However, the axle in the middle does come in yellow, but it's horrifically expensive, so I've got some tan axles to go in the middle of the wheels, and I think that doesn't look too bad. And then the transparent blue on the front of the vehicle is going to get changed for a transparent yellow, as that was the main transparent colour that Blacktron used. And then moving on to the little command station that the vehicle transports around, obviously we're going to keep transparent yellow for the roof. Everything that's blue, again, we're going to change for black. We've got a slight problem with the Classic Space logo. We're going to change these for Blacktron logos, but they never appeared on the 1x2 bricks, which is where our handy sticker sheet is going to come in using these stickers here. Again, this piece here, I've tried to find that in black and couldn't find anything suitable, so we're going to try and use stickers for that somehow as well. And then moving to the inside, the set used 2 of those classic screens and control panels that they used in Classic Space an awful lot. These were never, again, made in black, so we've got to try and find some alternatives for those. Then for the dishes on top, I found in set 6987, which is a Blacktron set, that they used the same piece in yellow, so I've got a couple of those, and they tended to put red transparent pieces in the middle, so I've got 2 of those in red to make that up, and then I think I'll make this support structure in black. But before we get into the build, if you go on to like this video, please do click the thumbs up and of course hit subscribe and the bell icon to be notified of more LEGO videos. So I'm going to start this build in time-lapse, but as I go along, if there are decisions I need to make or changes I'm going to make to my original plan, I'll stop it and I'll chat through them with you. But we're going to start with a little bit of time-lapse. I thought I'd just stop here and show the difference between lovely brand new black bricks and a piece which is a good 40 odd years old. You can probably see quite a few scratches on that transparent yellow piece there, but finding one of those in very good condition is very hard, but this was the best I could find in the UK at the moment, so we'll continue on with that. I thought I'd stop here again, and it is, I think, looking exceptionally cool. I do like black. I have a black car, a black phone, a black watch. I wear black an awful lot of the time, so I do like it as a colour. You can see some scratches on the front of those windscreens as well. But maybe this is looking a little bit too black. You're losing some of the details. If you look back at the original set, you get quite a lot of nice contrast between these ladder pieces on the against the white, and just on the black it doesn't really show up. So I was wondering if I just swap those out for yellow, as Blacktron did have yellow accent pieces on a lot of their models. I wondered if that made it look a little bit nicer, and maybe that does. It kind of balances up the yellow at the front as well, so maybe we'll stick to yellow there but carry on with black in the middle and see how it goes. And apart from the aerials, that is the vehicle part completed, and I think it is looking pretty cool. We may need a little bit more yellow involved. These pieces in here, they had this black grille with the stepladder piece over the top, and again that doesn't come, ideally if that had come in black with yellow stripes on it, that would have been amazing. I have found the inverse. I found yellow with black on it, and I just wondered if I swap those out and see what that looks like. It may look slightly better with that ladder piece over the top, so I'm going to swap those over, see what it looks like. I do kind of like that. I'm wondering if maybe swap the ladder in front of it for yellow too, and maybe extend that yellow this way slightly. It's looking a little bit lost on its own there. It matches up with the yellow from the screen, but then we go straight into black here. So maybe swap some of this out for yellow as well, and see what that looks like. And that's with so the rest of that stripe kind of replaced with yellow. We could go so far as to replace the ones below that ladder as well, but I think that looks a lot nicer having a complete yellow stripe through it like that, as opposed to this side. Maybe also swap out that ladder for another yellow one, see what that looks like. Put the lid back on top. Oh, I'm in two minds whether that looks better than that. Maybe that's a thing you could let me know in the comments below, which one you think you prefer, black or yellow. It's a tough call. I think I'll leave it for yellow for now. It kind of matches up with these yellow ladder pieces at the back as well. So I'm going to swap the other side over and see what that looks like. So again, I've done the same on the other side, and now I've got one black ladder and one yellow ladder, so you can see it sort of a better contrast. And I do actually think the yellow one looks nicer myself, but please do let me know what you think in the comments below. Could easily be persuaded to change them back to black, so I'm going to swap that back to yellow, and then what I'm going to do is we're just going to attach the classic Space Command Station to it to check it all works, and then we'll build that in black too. So if we pop that in there and then rotate the engines, hopefully that lifts up nicely, and yes, we've got a nice working all-terrain vehicle. So next step, make this in Blacktron colours. So at this stage we've got our first choice to make. Here on the front of this piece would be our classic space screens, as you can see in there. What I've got is I've got the choice of these pieces. I've also got an X-Wing fighter trench run screen, so I thought we could maybe use two of those, see what they look like. They're very sort of Blacktron-esque, so I reckon go with them for now and see what it looks like. So here's our second choice. On the inside of the two slopes here, we've got those classic space screens again, and the choices are, I don't have any more of the trench run pieces, but I do have a lot more of these pieces. The alternative is these are original Blacktron slopes with that yellow line on it, as we saw on the side of the classic space. So we could replace them with these. It wouldn't be screens, or we could have one of each, but that would be a nice decorative feature like that, or alternatively we could have two more of those screens. If I pop these two off, get another screen, put it on the inverted slope. We could have two more of those. However, it does kind of look a little bit samey with the same screen in three different locations. That's the option for bricks. The other alternative is that we use some stickers. And the option we have that on the inside of the Blacktron Cruiser is this control panel here, and strangely enough that is also a 2x2 slope, and it has this piece on it here. And because I've got two sticker sheets, that means I've got two more of those, so I could attach those to 2x2 slopes and see what they look like. And so there we have our full range of options, and we could of course mix and match. We could have one of those on that side and one of those up here, or we could change that one down there for another one of these and have that next to the trench run, or swap them all around. In fact, let's do that. Let's pop one of those down there next to the trench run. Then we've got those two down there, and then a duplicate up here and this other piece here. We'll leave it like that for now, but let me know what you think. Should these two be together, or should I just use the plain slopes with the yellow lines on it? Give me advice in the comments below, and then I can make a firm decision. But on with the build. And that's the command station finished. We just need to add this downward facing arrow, and you may have noticed I put in a 1x2 snot brick there. So what we're going to do is add the arrows from the sticker sheet. Now the sticker sheet arrows are 2x2s and they're designed to go on a 2x2 tile, and it sits just behind the cockpit on the Blacktron Cruiser. So I thought what we can do is use this snot brick on the side, and if we attach a 2x2 tile to the outside, we can then have a slightly larger arrow pointing downwards on each side. So now we've got our matching logos and our arrows on each end of the command center, and the all-important moment of attaching the command center into the vehicle. So the moment of truth, putting the two elements together, we open up the engines on the all-terrain vehicle, it reverses up onto the command station, and then the engines close up and it raises up and perfectly pulls it away. And there we have our Blacktron version of the all-terrain vehicle. Another option I've just thought of for swapping out yellow is this crosspiece here, this 1x6 plate. I wondered what it would look like if we swap that out for yellow. So I'm just going to do that to see what it looks like. If it looks hideous, we can always swap it back again, but it's worth trying these things just to see. And so if we put that on there and then replace our two dishes. And that looks good from that side. However, I don't like the look of it on this side as much. I think that maybe should stay black. Yes, I'm gonna revert back to black. Like I said though, it's always worth trying these things out just to see what they look like. You may have been able to tell that I didn't plan this video out in Lego Studio or anything like that and recolored it in virtual Lego. I just bought parts and used parts from that I already had in my stores and thought I'd see how it goes. But it definitely looks much nicer in black, so we're going to keep that one as it is. And before I wrap up, I've realised I have missed out a crucial part from the instructions. We don't have a steering wheel inside, so our poor Blacktron spaceman can't actually steer the all-terrain vehicle. We've got the all-black version or the one with the yellow steering column, so we're going to try both of those inside and see what they look like. So here we have the all-black version and here's the yellow version. And just for contrast, so the steering wheel shows up, I think I prefer this version to the all-black one, so I'm going to leave that one in, but let me know what you think. Well, as Blacktron vehicles go, I think that's fairly in keeping with the style. We've got a lot of the elements we see in Blacktron, so we've got transparent yellow, mainly black. Even the Blacktron Cruiser had that yellow stripe going through it, and we've kind of reproduced that with this yellow stripe going through here. And maybe putting yellow between the two transparent yellow windscreens might be a good look too. For now, I think I'm going to keep the contrast there between the yellow and the black. I'm still not entirely sure about this ladder piece here, whether that should be yellow or black. Let me know in the comments what you think. But is there any other elements you think we could make this more Blacktron-esque? We've got our screens inside. If they'd done more sort of Blacktron control panels back in the day, I could have got hold of some of those. But I think we've done the best we can with the parts I've got and the parts that I could find on Bricklink. But any comments and suggestions will be greatly received, so please do let me know what you think. If you've liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and of course, please subscribe for more LEGO videos.